It's all good. That's why we're here to teach you.
In years, you know what I'm saying? So
Good.
when you ask these questions, I'm like, what the hell would hair look like? Like right now.
Woolly hair is like a lamb's hair, like nappy hair. Who got nappy hair? You don't know? You don't got nappy hair, brother? Your dreads got to be nappy so they can lock up, right?
I twisted these myself.
Does the white man have nappy hair?
Yeah.
He does? I don't know what white man you maybe he got the little Halloween afro, but white people don't got nappy hair. That's nappy hair?
Yeah. That's how God hair look.
Well, listen, if I was in the world, I'd ask you what you
just
smoke
like
beside
that
this.
right there. Don't God hair look like y'all hair? That's how God hair look.
Scripture says woolly. That's strong. That's straight hair.
Book of Daniel, chapter 9 and verse 10.
Read.
Neither have we obeyed the voice of the Lord our God.
So we didn't obey the Heavenly Father. We turned our backs from Him. Read.
To walk in his laws.
To walk in His what?
To walk in his laws.
To walk in His laws. Read.
Which he set before us.
He gave us laws, statutes, and commandments. He gave us a way of life. He gave us a culture. But we turned our back from that. Read.
By his servants.
Right.
The prophet.
Read.
Yea. All Israel.
What did he say?
All Israel.
What did he say?
All Israel.
All Israel. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans turn their backs against God. When our women dress like whores, they turn their back against the Heavenly Father. When our women don't respect their men in their lives, they turn their back against the Heavenly Father. When our men want to be drug dealers and whoremongers, they turn their back against the Heavenly Father. Because of this, we're in this condition. Read.
All Israel have transgressed thy law.
Read.
Even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice.
Drop down to verse 12. Now let's see what happened when we did this. Read.
Verse 12. And he hath confirmed his word.
That He is the Most High God. Most High God keeps His word. You agree with that? He always keeps His word. If you say He gonna do, say He gonna do it, right? So the Lord always keeps His word. Read.
Which he spake against us.
Which He spake with us. God spoke to us about something in the past. Our ancestors. He told us if we kept the commandments, we'll be on top. You will own this building, brother, if you kept the commandments of God. But we're not. Our forefathers turned our backs. Read.
And against our judges.
And against our judges, read.
That judged us.
Against our judges. A lot of our people run to church. Church make you homosexuals. These Christians are the ones who have all these murderers in the prison cells.
Right.
These Christians are the same ones who's out here destroying our people. If Christianity was anything, or Catholicism, or any of these religious groups, why are we still on the bottom? Why? That shows you that's not the answer. Read.
By bringing us. By bringing upon
They
us.
don't believe in the Most High God. They believe in the devil. They believe in the white man.
You got
Read.
By bringing upon us.
Read.
A great
He
evil.
brought us upon us a great evil, man. Whoa, what happened?
You got Creflo Dollar.
What about him?
He a millionaire. You got this.
So because he's rich,
a
he's a man
millionaire.
of God?
You got Joel Osteen. They all rich. They still going in them churches, listening to him talk. You got all them big ass people. You got Bill Winston. You got Creflo Dollar.
That makes them a man of God?
You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's what I'm saying. You just said that's why we in this position. That's why all they poor. Them dudes all millionaires, man.
Okay, so you believe in the Bible, brother? Does it seem like you believe in the Bible? Do you believe in the Bible? Do you believe in the Bible? Do you believe in the Messiah? Now, when the Messiah was on the earth, was he a millionaire? He was not a millionaire. So based off your logic, is he irrelevant?
We talking about Jesus.
The Messiah, according to the Bible, not the white Jesus that these dogs gave us. The Messiah according to the
I
Bible.
don't know what is the white Jesus. What's that?
The same one that everybody prayed to in church. With the stringy hair who look like Shaggy and Scooby. Him.
That is God. You talking about the dude that paint that picture on him?
You say he's God?
You talking about the guy that be on the wall?
Yeah.
That's God, man.
So the Messiah look like that?
That's him. Yeah.
Revelations 1 and 12. 1 and 1. Jot that, Revelations 1 and 12.
The book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Is that according to the Bible? Is that the way the Messiah looked like according to the Bible? According to the Bible. Are you sure? You sure? You really sure? Read.
The book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Right?
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
The revealing of Jesus Christ. Read.
Which God.
Let's see what the Bible says. Let's see what the Bible says. Read.
Which God gave unto him.
Hold up, brother. Listen, brother. Come on. You said a statement. Go on to the Bible. Read.
To show unto his servants.
To show unto his servants, right?
Things which must shortly come to pass.
Read.
And he sent and signified it by his angel.
By his what?
By his angel.
By his angel, read.
Unto his servant John.
So we're about to see what the Messiah looked like according to the Bible. You believe he's the guy that the white guy who smoked weed at the Sunday service. We're gonna see what he look like according to the Bible. Read.
In the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 12.
Read.
And I turned to see the voice that spake with me.
Right.
And being turned.
Yo, homosexuality is against God, man.
That's right.
Homosexuality against God. That's why you're going to slavery according to the Bible, man.
That's
right.
Read.
I saw 7 golden candlesticks.
Right.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks,
In the midst of the 7 candlesticks, you listening, right, brother? You said a statement. Read.
one like unto the Son of Man.
Who's the Son of Man? It's the Messiah, right? Read.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot.
He had a long robe on. That means he had a body. Correct, brother? Read.
And girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Read.
His head.
His
and
what?
His head.
His who?
His head.
His what?
His head.
His who?
His head.
If he had a head, he must have a body. Read.
And his hair.
And his what?
And his hair.
And his hair texture. The hair color. Read.
Were white like wool.
What's woolly hair, brother? Who got woolly hair? What people got woolly hair?
Man, look, I ain't.
Hold on. Answer the question, brother. Come on.
Ask you right now. Look,
Oh, come on.
I'm
Answer the
gonna say
question.
something real.
Go ahead.
I ain't read the Bible and did none of this. In
It's
so
all good.
many
That's why
years-
we're here to teach you.
In years, you know what I'm saying? So
Good.
when you ask these questions, I'm like, what the hell would hair look like? Like right now.
Woolly hair is like a lamb's hair.
Right.
Like nappy hair. Who got nappy hair? You don't know? You don't got nappy hair, brother? Your dreads got to be nappy so they can lock up, right?
I twisted these myself.
Does the white man have nappy hair? He does? I don't know what white man you maybe he got the little Halloween afro, but white people don't got nappy hair. That's nappy hair?
Yeah. That's how God hair look.
Well, listen, if I was in the world,
God
I'd
hair
ask you
look
what you
just
smoke
like
so I
that
can
hair,
get
right
some,
there. Don't God hair look like y'all hair? That's how God hair look.
Scripture says woolly. That's strong. That's straight hair. Read.
As white as snow.
We're gonna continue. Read.
As white as snow.
Read.
And his eyes.
And his what?
And his
And
eyes.
his eyes. Read.
Were as flame of fire.
Read.
And his feet.
And his what?
And his feet.
The same color of your feet is the rest of your body. Is that correct? If you black like Akon on your feet, is the rest of your body gonna be looking like Klay Thompson? Hell no. Yeah, right. Read.
Like unto fine brass.
Have unto what?
Unto
unto
fine
fine
brass.
What color is brass? It's green? Look it up on your phone.
Say
See on your
grass,
phone.
right?
Brass.
Oh,
Huh?
I don't know. You gotta tell me.
Brass is like a penny. What color is a penny?
And that's who hair. That's how his hair look.
No, it says his feet, his color, his skin complexion. It's like brass. What color is a penny?
Right now, I don't even think God got a skin complexion.
Well, it's saying right there in the Bible, so now you know. Now you know.
Right now.
Now you
God
know. You
look
can't run
just
away.
like
Now
that
you
white.
know, brother.
God look just
Now
like
you know,
that.
brother.
Listen,
It's in the Bible.
God
It
look
says
just
that
like
the
that.
Messiah's feet is like
That's
unto
how his
brass.
hair is,
Brother,
too,
what
like
color is
that,
brass,
bro.
brother? It's brown. I thought you was an educated brother, man. He said, I don't know. We gotta come to Atlanta more.
God look just like
Brass is brown. Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if it was burning in the furnace. Read.
And its voice as a sound of many
When
waters.
you burn something, what color does it become, brother? When you burn something, not when it's burning. It becomes black.
Right.
So the Messiah was a so-called black man according to the Bible.
That's
He was not the
right.
white man. The issue is, brother, you gotta come back and keep the commandments, man. We raising up warriors, man. Most
Dragon Ball Z chapter come from, man. That's how God looks. I'm
Second-
that's it. Hold on. I
Second
wish I
Corinthians
could go
11
to
and
it.
13.
This is how God looks right now.
the Bible gave you the description of the Messiah. The Son said, if you see me, you see the Father.
Right.
2 Corinthians 11 and 13, man. What's going on, brother, with the bandana? Give me 1 minute. I want 1 minute of your time. Like Dragonfly Jones on Martin, man. We gotta reflect, man.
Then the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 13. For such are false apostles.
What was that guy?
For such are false
He went
apostles.
Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, and he's a what?
False apostles.
He's a false apostle. Read.
Deceitful workers.
What was he?
Deceitful
Like
workers.
the officer told you, brother, he deceived you, man. He deceived you. Read. Brother, we are the gods of the Bible.
That's
Yeah,
They
right.
get all of this from us, brother. Because the Bible said that we're going to be doing this, man. Hey, give me that Zechariah 12 and 7, man.
Did a black man make this cartoon up?
They get it from
Dragon
us
Ball
because
Z.
we're the ones breaking records, man.
Dragon Ball Z.
We the ones that know how to fight.
He made it up. A black man made
Transforming
this
themselves.
up. Hey, hold on. Can I ask one more question? Didn't he do it himself on Earth first? The black man, didn't he do it himself on Earth, charged up and shit? He did that, man.
That's not the argument.
This how God
That's
look,
not
man.
the argument. You said something completely different.
God look
earlier.
like them guys, man. Like us, man.
Transforming themselves into the apostles of Christ.
There's a lot of false prophets in these last days transforming themselves to false prophets. Give me Zechariah 12 and 7. I'm going to let you get back to prophecy. Read.
Zechariah chapter 12 and verse 7.
Let me show you where they get that from, brother. Read.
The Lord also shall save the tents of Judah first.
I'll drop down to like verse 8. Verse 8.
Verse 8.
Read.
In that day
Right.
shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of
The
Jerusalem.
Lord said he's going to defend us in these last days. And what he's going to do?
And he that is feeble
Right.
among them at that day
The guy that can't fight in that day when the Messiah will come back and redeem us, he said what's going to happen to him?
shall be as David.
He's going to be like King David. What was David known for? Killing thousands of men. David wasn't like these fake gangsters that kill their own people. David knew how to get down and fight for real.
That's right.
Read.
And the house of David
In the house of David, the men who know how to fight, and Floyd Mayweather's, the tanks amongst us, read.
shall be
Hold on. Shall be what?
shall be as God.
They're going to be as what?
As God.
They're going to be like the X-Men in these last days. They're going to be like Naruto. They're
That's
going to be
right.
like Dragon Ball Z in these last days. That's where they get this from the scriptures. Because they know we're going to whoop that behind when the Messiah returns, on order. So, officer, you got the back of the floor.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Nah, bro, let me just tell you this first, bro. The whole point, get Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and 13.
Man, what else?
Right? At the end of the day, this is my message to you, right?
Didn't David kill Goliath?
This is my message to you. To repent and to keep the commandments. Fear the Most High. Right? What about that?
Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Exactly. So this is like the conclusion of the whole matter. This is like a wrap-up.
Fear God.
Fear what?
Fear God.
Fear the Most High.
And keep his commandments.
And what?
And keep his commandments.
Right. So the whole point, the whole duty here is to fear God and to keep his commandments.
Yeah, we have some eye-opening new numbers about San Francisco's car break-in epidemic.
It's a problem that's gotten so bad. Listen to what tourists are being told.
Well, we're visiting from Tampa, Florida, and we were told it would be best not to
Come, we on, we live, we good. All praises be to the power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. For truly his mercy endure forever. For water, everybody, for logging in to another Wednesday Wisdom class. I'm your Captain Sam Shawan, and I got my reader with me.
Officer Barzal.
Come, we about to dive into the Sirach, as always, and get the understanding out of these verses. But before I do that, as always, the announcements for the school. The number one announcement, the number one thing is the Feast of Dedication, November 28th. The Feast of Dedication, November 28th at 7 p.m. Pull the address up for me real quick. I believe it's 6800. Go ahead, tell the people the address.
6800 Sunset Strip.
6800 Sunset Strip in Sunrise, Florida, zip code 33313, if I'm not mistaken. 33313 is the zip code in Sunrise, Florida. The event starts at 7 p.m. The cost to attend the Feast of Dedication is $20 for a single person and $50 for you down. Most High willing, some show up. As always, try to tune in to the Light of Zion on Tuesdays as we do the Bring It Out radio show on Flex FM. Preferably tune in online with us or even tune in on Flex FM. We need you to call in, get your questions answered, and ask some questions so you get the understanding from the powerful Chief Minister Shalimar and the powerful Captain Amawan as they bring the knowledge and understanding out in that class. As always, here at Wednesday Wisdom, you got your captain, and I got soldiers with me here that we dive into these scriptures and bring out the understanding. Friday, you got Elder Lapalau and Monatazak, Captain Monatazak, that brings out the history of Yasharala on Friday history class, the history moments of Israel. And as always, Saturday, tune in for the Shabbat services here at the headquarters of the Light of Zion. We got Dade County that you can tune into, or if you can try to visit them if you're in Miami. If you're in West Palm Beach, we got the Treasure Coast. The Treasure Coast Shabbat service, they start around 1 o'clock, so you can tune in to them. Or if you're in West Palm Beach, you can attend that service. We got the brothers over in Lee County. So if you're in Lee County, it's the west side of Florida. You can go over there and gather with them brothers over there, and they Shabbat services start around 12 o'clock. And we also got the brothers up in Georgia, Augusta, Georgia, Augusta, Georgia. They got the Torah portion that's coming out. So if you're in Georgia, even in Atlanta, take that 3-hour ride every now and then to be with the brothers and dwell in unity and bring out the Shabbat service with them brothers. So that's what we're about here, is keeping the Shabbat services and the statutes and commandments. Then you can come back and tune in Sunday to the powerful Captain Yuckanan as he go into the Life or Death radio show and bring out the understanding in that. And there's more for our Levite brothers as well, that he can bring it out in Creole tongue. So there's no excuses on why you can't get this understanding and this word coming out to you. But with no delay, let's bring it out. As you always know, the scripture we always start with, the book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 17.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of Hamashiach Yahushai, giving thanks to power and the Abba by him. So
whatever you do in your word and deed, always give thanks to the Most High in the name of Hamashiach Yahushai as we go through your day. So let's get started. We're going to start at Sirach, the book of Sirach, or the book of Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. We're going to start at chapter 9. We're going to start at chapter 9. Okay. Chapter 9 and verse 1. Let's get it.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 9, verse 1.
Gun.
Be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom. And teach her not an evil lesson against herself, thyself.
Gun, read that one more time for me.
Be jealous not over a wife of thy bosom.
Be not
jealous over the wife of thy bosom. And teach her not.
Do what?
Teach her not an evil lesson against thyself.
Do not teach your wife an evil lesson against thyself. If you don't went through something, don't let her in on that aspect so she cannot use it against you at a later date. We done seen this time and time again. a man is going through something, where and especially if it shows a little bit of weakness, and she understand that and see that, 9 times out of 10, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. 8 times out of 10, she's going to use that information against you. As a comedian said at one point, he was at the club and the dude and the woman got into an argument, and he threw it out at her like, yeah, well, next time when you get ready to kill yourself, don't call me. When you arguing with a woman, she will use certain things against you, because this is how she, in a sense, and that's what this world is all about right now. This is not a kingdom. This is a queendom. So in this queendom, the women feel like they have all reign and all power over the man. But again, that's what's the word I want to use? That's something that has been built into them in a sense, or because of that Willie Lynch letter. It's been conditioned in them to act this way. The parents, especially the mother, will raise her daughter to be strong and out front, and raise the son to be effeminate, scared, and in the back. And it is prominent now in this day and age, because a lot of the men that's walking around are little boys. They grown men and still act like little boys. Mommy, can you do this for me, mommy? Mommy, I want this, mommy. You 23, you 25, you 30, and you still asking mommy to do stuff for you. That's it. And you still asking your mother to do things for you. I had a little gig at one point, and this was the trip that thing. I was doing what I was doing, y'all. The not Uber Eats. I was with DoorDash. You feel me? Bring some extra ends in just to put it in the stock market. You feel me? So as I'm doing that, I'm riding around and I'm bringing food to these people. Now I'm looking at the name, and it's a woman's name, but every place I pull it up to, it's a grown man grabbing the food. Oh no, I was like, and I asked for the people's names, such and such here. Oh no, that's my mom. What? That's your mom? Okay, cool. I drove into the hood of the hoods here in South Florida and parked at one spot. Dude running, hey man, that's mine right there. Man, what's the name on it? Oh, such and such. That's my mom. You standing on the block acting hard right now, but yet your mom is ordering you McDonald's. Or some Burger King, or some Chinese food, or some Popeyes chicken. It's wild though, man. How you a grown man and you still asking your mama to feed you. It's a different day and age, man. It's a different day and age. Men should want to be able to stand up on their own 2 feet and not ask mommy for everything. That should be something that's in them. That's something that they should want to do. But in this society, it has changed that. They don't want to do those things no more. Read the next verse for me, King.
Give not thy soul unto a woman, set her foot upon thy substance.
Do what?
Give not thy soul unto a woman, to set her foot upon thy substance.
And this is what these women do right now. A lot of men done gave their soul over to a woman in all fashions and manners. And it's not the fact that we want to do that, but some men say, okay, I'm trying to deal with you on a certain level, so I'm going to try to help you out or deal with you at this level. Not realizing, in a sense, that woman done put her foot on your neck. Her foot is on your neck right now. As one of the, I ain't going to say it because that's stuff we learned in soldier class, so I ain't even going to bring that out. But all in all, as a man, you should not want to give that to a woman. You should want to stand on your own 2 feet and not have her to be able to put her foot on your neck. Read the next verse.
Meet not with an harlot.
Do what?
Meet not with an harlot. Lest thou fall into her snares.
And a lot of us do fall into her snares because you dealing with a harlot. Because a lot of these women are men right now. They think it's okay to have a bunch of body counts on them. They have no remorse about saying, yeah, I done slept with 10 dudes. I done slept with 30. It's cool with me to go knock these down. I'm about to go knock him down real quick. What they call it, city girl summer?
Hot girl summer?
Hot girl summer. And they want to be city girls and all this other stuff.
It's funny though too, because just like it, a lot of those city girls, they have husbands, but they're making these songs. An example would be what's her name again? What's the other lady?
I don't know none of their
But
names.
the point is though, she won't let her daughter listen to her music, but she makes music for other people listening to their music. Cardi
Oh,
B.
Cardi B, yeah.
That's crazy though. It's good enough for your children, but not for hers. So that should be a lesson you should learn from that one because she's going to destroy your children's mentality. But you can do all the stuff you want to. No one's going to stop you. Do what you want. It's all free. But her child can't listen to that music at all.
And that's the crazy part. They understand what it does.
They're in the industry. They definitely know what it does.
But yet, they would do a TikTok video with them real quick. Dressed like a harlot. You'll walk around your daughter dressed like a harlot. And say, oh, it don't give you the right to talk to me this way, but look how you dressed.
Mm-hmm.
If I walked out dressed a certain way, y'all look laugh. If I came in and talked to class with no shirt on, with sunglasses on, with craziness on my hair, and I sat back and laid across the table with some drawers on or something crazy and said, I'm a prophet of the Most High and I'm about to teach you the word. Y'all will look at me like this Negro is crazy. No, we're not about to listen to whatever's coming out of your mouth.
Can't take you serious.
Can't take me serious. But that's what done happened. That was verse 3?
That was verse 3, yes.
Come on, give me Proverbs 7. Let's dive into that real quick. Uh-huh. Yeah. Like princess?
No. Midsection's gone.
What? Like she was a belly dancer.
Gone.
And they thought that was cute. And everybody at the job was like, oh, look at that. She's so cute. No. No. We cannot have our daughters out there dressed like that. Are we online up? No, because I ain't see no viewers or nothing.
It's crazy though.
Oh, it's 13 Con. Shalom to everybody that's online too.
Even in the live action version of the movie, she wasn't even dressed that way. You know, fully covered.
Let's get it. Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 10.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verse 10.
Uh-huh.
And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot.
With what?
With the attire of an harlot.
So they got attires out there. You got a attire of a harlot. You got a attire of a policeman, fireman, a priest. You got all different types of attire that a person will put on. Keep going.
And subtle of heart.
Uh-huh.
She is loud.
She is what?
She is loud.
And what else?
And stubborn.
And that's what the women are. Loud and stubborn. You're loud and stubborn because you don't want to change. You think everything you, as they say when I was growing up, you think your boo-boo don't stink. And you know they use the other words coming up. So keep going.
Her feet abided not in her house.
Because they always are outside trying to get into something foolish. Keep going.
Now she is without. Now in the streets and lied in wait at every corner.
And we know what kind of women lie in wait at every corner. We know what kind of women those are. But mind you, it ain't just at the corner. They at the store. They at the mall. They always somewhere where they shouldn't be at. They at the, what it was called? The amphitheater where your boy was on stage and getting trampled and killed. And I just saw in the news where one of the young men just died. 9-year-old, 10-year-old.
Yeah, 11-year-old.
11-year-old.
Yeah, 9 and 10, 11-year-old in the shooting.
Not the shooting.
Oh, that was from this one?
No, the stampede. Young man got trampled in the stampede, and he was on life support, barely hanging on. He gone now because at a concert, they wanted to make their money, and they got full. Come on. So like you talking about the extra world thing? Yeah. What's your boy? What's the dude name? Drake and, not Drake. I know Drake was there too. He sued for that. Yes, young man right there.
Why is he there?
Young man right there. stand in the back where there's nobody at. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to stand there to put. But again, people was walking through. I heard that was sticking people with needles. But you chose to go to that. You chose to show up there. You wanted to attend that. That's like getting mad after you paid for something. Hey, I didn't. I'm trying to find something foolish, as people done did. You done bought the drug and mad that the drug ain't good enough. But who told you to go buy drugs? You understood the consequences that came behind buying this drug.
So that actually happened too, with this Edomite. She bought drugs from somebody and she called the cops. Listen, I get this for $20 or something. I know what it was, but I want my money back.
Yeah, kind.
Like, what are you gonna do?
People silly. Let's keep reading. That's the craziness. People crazy like that. Okay. And then it was the Edomite. But let's go.
She is loud and stubborn. Her feet about a knot in her house.
Yep.
Now she is without. Now in the streets, and lay it in wait for at every corner.
Keep going.
So she caught him and kissed him.
She did what?
She caught him and kissed him.
He fell for the okie doke. Keep going.
And with an impudent face said unto him.
With a pretty face, blinking her eyes, what she said.
I have peace offerings with me. This day have I played my vows. Have I paid my vows. Therefore came I forth to meet thee.
Yep.
Diligently I seek thy face, and have found thee.
Now she was looking for anybody, but because you fell for the okie doke, she gonna say she was waiting for you. You the man of my dreams. I've been waiting for you. Keep going.
I have decked my bed.
You did what?
I have decked my bed.
She got the bed already ready. She was bringing somebody home that night. Keep going.
With coverings of tapestry, with carved works, and with fine linen of Egypt. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon.
She done went the Bath and Body Works on you. And done put them scents all up in there. Keep going.
Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning.
Pause right there. Now, I know it's going to be off. I should have had you cue this song up. I should have had you cue this song up before we got started. It's the name of the song is darn, it's an old school song too. As We Lay. I think that's the name of the song. I don't care about copyrights right now. Because the only reason why, when I was going over this and I was reading this, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to use this. But that song literally was, what you got? Yes, I think that's it right there. Shirley Murdoch. And everybody jammed that song. You feel me? You want to play it for? Play a little skip it for him. Play a little skip it for him. Yeah. But she's going to lay with this person till the morning time, and then we go our separate ways. This was a jamming song that they played, mind you. But you fast forward a little bit, because I want to get to that. All right, right about now. Can't turn back the hands of time. Stop it. That's it. If you want to listen to it, y'all go listen to it on your own time. But, hold on. Because before we get to that, because we're going to go back into Sirach and understand, because mind you, all this, what she's saying in Proverbs, is damn near a song. Now keep reading.
Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Let us solace ourselves with loves. For the good man is not home.
Her husband is not at home. Keep going.
He is gone a long journey.
He done dipped. He out on the road driving. Keep going.
He had taken a bag of money with him and will come home at a day appointed.
So he ain't going to be home no time soon. You stopped it, right? All right. So he ain't going to be home until the time appointed. He either on a business vacation, a truck driver, anything, but he's out of town or something, and she about to get it in. Dude, you didn't stop it. I can still hear it in the background. It's closed? I swear I keep hearing something in the background. All right. Huh? Yeah, why is the chat unavailable?
Is it dry?
Huh? Slocky, if y'all trying to chat it up. See if you could,
Verse 21.
Go ahead.
With her much fair speech, she caused him to yield.
With her speech, caused the man to yield. He broke down. He gave into it. Keep going.
With the flattering of her lips, she forced him.
And they like to say, how can the woman force you to do anything? Oh, look at that. See, Yahweh would know about that song. Yahweh know about that song. Mind you, because we used to jam because it's a good song, but now that we in this truth, we understand like, wait a minute. Keep going.
Verse 22. He goeth after her straightway, as an ox goeth to the slaughter.
As a what?
As an ox goeth to the slaughter.
As an ox goeth to the slaughter. That means you know you could get hurt, but you like, F it, I'm going for it. Keep going.
Or as a fool to the correction of the stocks.
Stop right there. Now let's dive right back into Sirach real quick. Now let's bring this out. You stopped at verse 3. Now read verse 4 for me.
Use not much of the company of a woman that is a singer.
That is what?
A singer.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. A woman that is a singer. Proverbs, if you really read it, that's a song that girl is doing to this man right now. And as Yahweh already said it, don't retract the statement now. Don't retract the statement now.
It's a good song.
It's a good song. Because we listened to the song. Shirley Murdoch, she got all types of songs out there too, you feel me? But that song there, you will always hear that, especially right before the club got ready to close, they played that. Let you know somebody about to go get in some trouble. I know, you the young generation. Y'all don't listen to that stuff no more. They don't play that like that no more. You feel me? But at the end of the day, this is why our community is so crazy right now. Because we didn't care. This is what we did. But we in the truth now, we got to come out of that. And that's why we're trying to bring all our people out of that. But read verse 4 again for me.
Use not much the company of a woman that is a singer.
That don't mean you can't be around any singer, but just understand that a woman that sings, as what they call them, the 3 things that sailors always listen to. There you go, the siren, because the song they sang always would trip that man up. And guess what they did at the end of it? They ate the man. You ain't never heard that myth?
Yeah.
About it was a myth that when sailors go out on the sea,
it's so-called mermaids. Yeah,
not even mermaids. They was sirens, somewhat like a mermaid, but they was a different breed of mermaid. But then they came out with the Little Mermaid to say, see, we really don't do that.
They sing, they hypnotize you.
But even with that, what did the witch want from her?
Her voice.
To do what?
To sing. The point was that close to the edge and bring him in, eat him.
That's the thing. Now, why is all this based around a song, singing? Yeah, they had a movie called it as well. It's wild, man. You understand how much of the Bible and the scriptures they use to do what they do? Woe to them that call evil good and good evil. Because this is what they're doing. And they're going to make money off of it. If they can, they will. Guaranteed you that. Keep reading, King.
Use not much the company of a woman that is a singer.
Uh-huh.
Lest thou be taken with her attempts.
With her what?
With her attempts.
And mind you, Beyonce is married. She used to be old good, as they say, a good Christian girl singing in the choir. But now she out there singing the devil's music. And with singing that devil's music, you married, and guess how you dress? Like a what?
Harlot.
A what?
A harlot.
She's out there dressed like a harlot. You're married. And they got a little mean with Jay-Z out there, in a sense, go get that money. He's a pimp. He's his hoe. Go get that money. That's the situation they done built. And as they say in the industry, sex sells. So they need you to dress like this harlot. If you want to make this money, if you want to go far in this industry, I need you to dress this way and act like this. Go out there, get the BBL, and you all in. But keep reading, though.
Verse 5.
Uh-huh.
Gaze not on a maid, but thou fall not by those things, but are precious in her.
Gaze not at a maid and don't fall, because you'll fall at the things that's precious to her. And guess what's precious to these women? Their looks. Not knowing a man will look at you, cool. But if you look a certain type, oh, he's not going to wife you. He's going to try to have his way with you. I'll holler at you. Shoot the deuces to you and move to the one that's dressed somewhat proper, because he know, okay, this one I can raise my kids properly. Because you know that man, he ain't even going to try to stay there. On to the next. But some dudes, they don't care. I'm going to lay with you and get a baby with you so I can say, yeah, look at that boy. I got that pregnant right there. That's my baby over there. Mm-hmm. But that shows you what kind of mindset that man had. They with that, knowing that your seed going to be around every other dude now, because you know they coming after her. You feel me? I opened up the matrix first. That's the wildest of our people, man. Our people are wild. Come on, Shalom, family. Job 31. 31, 1 through 4 for me. So, Job chapter 31.
Oh, Job. Oh.
Job, yeah, Job. J-O-B. What'd you say, Job? You got it?
Verse 2?
1 through 4.
This is the book of Job, chapter 31. I made a covenant with mine eyes.
He did what?
I made a covenant with mine eyes.
Uh-huh.
Why then should I think upon the maid?
Why then should I think upon the maid? Same thing what Sirach is letting us know in, but go.
For what portion of Yahweh is there from above?
What portion is the Most High dealing with while I'm looking at this girl? Because and I used to say this a lot, especially when I was fresh into the truth. People look at a girl and say, ooh, look, I love her. But at the end of the day, the Most High knows your heart. You really didn't love that girl. You lusted after her. We get lust and love confused. But keep going.
For what portion of Yahweh is from above?
Uh-huh.
And what inheritance of the Almighty from on high?
Yep.
It's not destruction to the wicked,
Uh-huh.
and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity?
Yep.
Doth not he see my ways and count all my steps?
And that's the thing. They say he knows my heart. Yeah, he's going to know your heart at the end of the day if he know who you're dealing with when you see that woman. Matthew 5 and 48, because Christ said the same thing. 5 and 28, Sirach.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 28.
Okay.
But I say unto you, that whatsoever looketh upon a woman to lust after her.
No, but I love her.
To lust after her.
No, but I love her. Look at her.
To lust after her.
Yep.
Had committed adultery in her already.
Read it again. Read the clip from y'all.
But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh upon a woman to lust after her, had committed adultery with her already in his heart.
In his what?
In his heart.
In his mind.
In his heart.
In his mind. The heart is the mind. That's Monica back there. Okay. Let's get back down Sirach.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 9 and verse 6.
Okay.
Give not thy soul unto harlots.
Do what?
Give not thy soul unto harlots.
Uh-huh.
That thou lose not thine inheritance.
And don't lose your inheritance by doing that. Keep going.
Look not round about thee in the streets of the city, neither wander thou in the solitary places thereof.
Mm-hmm.
Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman.
Do what?
Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman,
Uh-huh.
and look not upon another's beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman.
Or one of them he-she's that's out there.
Yikes.
Because they're looking at that. That's the thing to be. And you've been deceived. So again, mind you, scriptures let us know that beauty of a woman can cure the countenance of a man, cheereth the countenance of a man, he cheereth them up. But that's if it's yours. You feel me? Me and one of my aunts go back and forth with this all the time. But but you have to again know that. Okay, that's just look good over there, cool, and let it be just that. But some brothers, oh, she look good. Hey, little mama, come here, little mama, let me holler at you. That's a whole different story now. Now you're moving into the lust aspect of it. That's why I try to not cross that line, because some brothers will be like, take it too far. Mm-hmm. No, but yeah, some brothers can take that too far. See, I'm just looking at the beauty. It's cheering the countenance of me. I was sad and I saw her. See, and that's the trick, that part. That's the trick, that part right there. And that's what we do. Especially, I ain't going to keep going. Let's go back. Where we was at?
Verse number 8.
Okay.
Let's go top again. Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman.
Yep.
For herewith love is kindled as a fire.
Yep, keep going.
Kindled as a fire. Sit not at all with another man's wife.
Do what?
Sit not at all with another man's wife.
Yep.
Nor sit down with her in thine arms.
Pause right there. But as I seen on one of the brothers' feed, can a woman and a man be best friends? You feel me? Can that be? Especially if she married. No, you shouldn't want to be her best friend. You should not want to be this man's wife's best friend. It's going off. Because anything can happen. And they done did it. I know y'all be looking at the internet, looking at all types of stuff. They done did the experiments. Because a man knows another man. Call him up. I bet you just waiting for the time for when you down and out. Yeah, and you know who be doing that? Them boys on Fresh and Fit.
We've been friends for 12 years. He's my best friend.
Oh, you think he ain't waiting on a chance to get in? Call him up and tell him you feeling sad. You need him to come through real quick. Let's see what he say. One slip. I'm in like Flynn now. Let's go get it.
My 12 years of waiting.
But see, women are naive at that. Some women are naive, but other women know, oh, yeah, I know that's what he want, and I'm going to use him as he's there.
That's what they said, too. That's what they said.
I'm going to use him because I already know what he want. He ain't going to get that, but I'm going to use him for everything I can get out of him. But see, you should have known because she was dressed like a harlot anyway. Because women who think like that, guess how they go out dressing? Like harlots. They're not coming out covered up. They coming out showing off everything because they know what they after. Oh, they singing to you. Don't fall for the okie doke. They're going to eat you. She's a man eater. Oh, you never heard the song She's a Man Eater? All right.
That song
Play with it.
That song plays every day of my slavery.
Play with it. Don't do it. You want to show them the song? Oh.
Yeah.
She's a man eater. Hey, man, I'm telling you, these songs ain't come out for nothing because they understood. The game is out there. You got to understand. That's why I ain't going too deep in that, man. That's a whole nother topic. Let's keep reading.
Sit not at all with another man's wife.
Yep.
Nor sit down with her in thine arms.
Yep.
And spend not thy money with her at the wine.
At the what?
At the wine.
Come on, let's go out for a few drinks after work. Don't you know what that might cost? Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Lest thine heart incline unto her.
Yep.
And so thy desire, and so through thy desire thou fall into destruction.
You can fall into destruction like that. Keep going out.
Forsake not an old friend.
Yep.
For the new is not comparable to him.
Pause right there. But see, people see that after that say, see, but she's an old friend of mine. No, that's going into something else. But at the end of the day, the scripture just said, sit not at all with another man's wife. So once she became married and you knew she was betrothed to, especially once she became engaged, all right, I'll holler at you. But why? We're friends. It's okay. No, it's not. Plus, it shows respect unto that other man. Because you know you won't want nobody sitting that with your rib like that. On top of it. Now, mind you, and you know this is women are visual as well. So you got one of them swole brothers. Oh, he's just a friend. Oh, you ain't my wife's friend. Look how swole that Negro. Nope. See, he got a full head of hair. Hell no, that ain't your friend. No, mind you, the crazy part, they think it's cool. But when I was in school, now mind you, I hate to say this. Hold on, I got a drink. Because it's crazy. It was this gay dude at the school. All the girls wanted to be this cat friend for some odd reason. But at the end of the day, don't you know that boy was knocking them down? He knocking them down and dudes down. And I'm like, oh yeah, I got to switch schools. Something ain't right with this. This ain't right. This is not right. Something is not right with this. And that's how you got to be careful. You think they just there for that? Nope. He was probably using her out for that. But keep going up.
Verse 9 again. Verse 10.
10.
Forsake not an old friend, for the new friend is not comparable to him.
Mm-hmm.
A new friend is as new wine.
Yep.
When it is old, thou shalt drink it with pleasure.
Yep. Keep going.
Envy not the glory of a sinner.
Do what?
Envy not the glory of a sinner.
Yep.
For thou knowest not what shall be his end.
So, and that's another thing, and that's what goes on in our society. You envy these rappers that you see on YouTube and TV and World Star. You envy them, not knowing what their end going to be. But Psalms 37, 1 and 2. Do not envy a sinner, because you do not know what the outcome of them going to be. To envy them is to mimic them, to emulate them. You want what they got. So you're already going to break one thing because you're coveting after what they have, and that's nothing to be coveted, what they have, because how they got it. But read that for me, 1 and 2.
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 37. Fret not thyself because of evildoers. Neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity.
Don't be envious because they doing this evil and you see what they getting. You're like, dang, surely I can go out there and do that too. Read the next verse for me.
For they shall soon be cut down like the grass.
Like the what?
Like the grass.
Uh-huh.
And wither as the green herb.
And wither as the green herb. So don't envy them because you're going to be able to see their destruction. And we seeing it all the time. What was the rapper you was just telling me about? Young Duff. Just died. Did he die?
Killed.
How did he die? Gunshots.
Shots.
Cut down. In his prime. Ain't that the words they like to use? 36. But that dude I was showing you on my phone, I can't even remember he was 22 or 26 or something like that. Cut down. Shot down. Again, but people was envious of them. Look at that. Look at all the money they got. They got all the tattoos. They doing this and they doing that. Look at what they, ooh, I want to do that. Cut down. Gunfire. And a lot of them dying by gunfire. And I'm going to call it out for you too, Yahweh. The boys up there in Duval are wilding. They wild right now, man. That's wild. Dude, they killing each other and rapping about killing each other in the song. And dude, they crazy, dude.
That's sad.
And they promoting the song. I smoke. Wait, what is called? Who I smoke. So I forget how to.
Look at it.
3 people.
What's worse about that thing is they're writing about how they killing their own people, a lot of them actual family, and they getting millions of views. Millions of views.
You bragging about killing your cousin.
The truth about our people, and we can't get no views.
What, you want to get that precept? You got one? What is it? Oh, 4 and 12? Come on, bring it out. Read it, Barzal.
Oh, me again,
Yeah, come on. You looking up at the screen like you want the people to read it.
He pulled it up.
Wisdom
This
of
is the book
Solomon.
of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4 and verse 7.
You did, well, I was about to say. You
Verse
said
12.
12.
I don't have that.
Oh, you putting up another version of it?
What this one again?
GNT, the Good News Translation. That's what the GNT stands for. Good News Translation.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon.
And you can't get around the truth of that. You can't notice good when it's in front of you, but we'll run at the evil all day. Get back in the Sirach. Where you start that verse?
This is the book
Start
of
12.
What?
Yeah, Sirach, chapter 9, verse 12.
Okay. Oh, no wonder.
Page 75.
Got it. This book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9, verse 12.
Uh-huh.
Delight not in a thing that the ungodly have pleasure in.
Don't delight in that. Keep going.
But remember, they shall not go unpunished unto their graves.
They shall not go unpunished unto the grave.
Keep thee far from the man that had power to kill.
Uh-huh.
So shalt thou have doubt. So shalt have doubt from that the fear of death.
Pause right there. Go, grab Psalm 73 and 3 for me.
Let me read that one again.
'Cause I skipped the precept real quick. Psalm 73
And 3.
and 3.
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 73, verse 3.
Uh-huh.
For I was envious of the foolish
Yep.
when I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
And that's what the same thing that's we read in Wisdom of Solomon. Read that again one more time for me.
For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
Now jump to verse 17 for me.
Verse 17. Until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh, then understood I the end.
And that's the thing. We was foolish when we see this growing up. We see that. Oh, look at that, man. Look at that pimp. He got that Cadillac with that and that. We envious of that. But until we came into the congregation of the Most High, now we understand. Oh, we understand what their end going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Read the next verse.
One more time. This is the book of Sirach chapter 9.
No, Psalms.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
What's 18?
Yeah. Read 17 again and read 18.
Until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh, then understood I the end.
Yep.
Surely thou didst set them in the slippery places. Thou castest them down into destruction.
The Most High, he says, surely thou didst sit them in slippery places. That's wow. For the Most High to put you somewhere where you're going to slip and fall. But he already knew your end. He already knew your destruction was coming because of what you was doing.
There's more.
So you literally hung yourself. Because he told you if you do what he wants you to do, you'll be out of them slippery places. But because you want to think you know it all, you're going to get put right in a slippery place. That's it. You go back to Sirach.
Book of Sirach chapter 9, verse 13.
Okay.
Keep thee far from the man that had power to kill.
Uh-huh.
So shalt thou doubt the power of death.
Fear the power.
Fear the power of death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life
Presently.
Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, and thou walkest upon the battlements of the city.
Walk upon the what?
The battlements of the city.
This is a battle out here, especially the people that's in Jayville right now, Jacksonville. They damn well is in the battlefield when you walking through that city up there, man. But read verse 14.
As near as thou canst, guess at thy neighbor, and consult with the wise.
Mm-hmm.
Let thy talk be with the wise, and all thy communication in the law of the Most High. And let him, and let just men eat and drink with thee,
Yeah, and let just men eat and drink with thee. Keep going.
and let thy glorying be in the fear of the Most High.
Yep.
For the hand of the artificer, the work shall be commended, and the wise ruler of the people for his speech.
Yep.
A man of ill tongue is dangerous in his city,
Yep.
and he that is rash in his talk shall be hated.
And that's the key thing. Don't be rash in your talk. Ill man with words. Sit around men that you know to keep the commandments. Let's dive into chapter 10 now.
Chapter 10.
Yep.
A wise judge will instruct his people,
Uh-huh.
and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
And that's the thing. The Most High deals with order. So everything got to be well ordered. Keep going.
As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is? Sure, such are all they that dwell therein.
So if you're a judge and you're doing certain things a certain way, your officers and the people that's up under you are going to act the same way you're acting. That's why you can look at this government of under Satan's authority and see how they operate. You pick a president for this corporation, and you wonder why the rest of them act how they act. Keep going.
Verse 3, an unwise king destroyed his people.
An unwise king destroyeth his people. Think about that. Keep going.
But through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Uh-huh.
The power of the earth is in the hand of the Most High.
The power of the earth is in the hand of who?
The Most High.
Keep going.
And in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
In due time, he's going to set one over it that's profitable. And who that profitable person that's going to be set over the earth is Hamashiach Yahweh. Keep going.
In the hand of Yahweh is prosperity of men, and upon the person of the scribe shall he lay his honor.
Uh-huh.
Bear not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong. Do nothing at all by injurious practices.
Read that again, verse 6.
Bear not hatred to thy brother for every wrong.
Pause right there. Bear not hatred to thy neighbor. Why we can't bear any hatred to our neighbor? You should already know what I want. Leviticus 19:17. We cannot bear any hatred towards our neighbor. And that's a twofold in a sense. We should rebuke them, as the scriptures say. But it's literally, don't hate your neighbor. Don't hate your brother. Even though he's doing some crazy stuff, don't hate him. But people always like to try to jump straight to Deuteronomy 23:7, talking about a whore, an Edomite. Dude, before we can dive into that, let's deal with our people first. What's wrong with that, as they say? What's wrong with saying, come on, let's love each other first before we talk about how we should treat another nation of people? You got that, Leviticus?
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17.
Uh-huh.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
Yep.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Right back to the law. Rebuke your neighbor. Let him know what he's doing is going off. Now, mind you, if that was going on in Jacksonville and other cities like Chicago and L.A. with the Crips and the Bloods and the Folk Nation and the gangster disciples, they call them now, because I came across that. Like, darn, these people are literally right beside each other, and they are murking each other. Keep going.
Okay. Leviticus 19, verse 18 again. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
Uh-huh.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Yep.
And not suffer sin upon him. Thou shalt in any wise, thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
Against the children of thy people. Let's deal with in-house stuff first before we dive on what's going on outside our house. That's it. You can drop that. Let's get back to Sirach. Hopefully they can understand when Christ was talking about love thy brother as thyself. It was bringing that up.
Verse 17. So 7.
Verse 6. Finish 6 for me.
Bear not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and do nothing at all by injurious practices.
And crazy practices, but keep going.
Pride is hateful before Yahweh and man.
What?
Pride is hateful before Yahweh and man.
Pride is hateful before the Most High and man. And keep going.
And by both doth one commit iniquity. Because of the unrighteousness.
Wait a minute. Read that again.
Sorry.
Because I think it jumped over somebody's head right there.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 9, and 10, verse 7.
Uh-huh.
Pride is hateful before Yahweh and man.
Pride is hateful before the Most High and man. Uh-huh.
And by both doth one commit iniquity.
And only one of them people are committing iniquity. Why is that? Proverbs 8 and 13. Because we should already understand what the Most High hates. And that's one of the top things on his list. You got it?
This book of Proverbs, chapter 8 and verse 13.
Uh-huh.
The fear of the Most High is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy.
What?
Pride and
What?
arrogancy. Pride.
Yep, that's one of the first things. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil. And that's an evil thing to be a prideful person. And as we done brought this scripture out many, many times before, that thing that they walk around with and they talk about with that they done took the Most High symbol, the rainbow, and they walk around talking about they got Pride Month. I'm proud to be an abomination to the Most High.
Yep.
That's what they're saying. I don't care what the Most High God got to say. I'm prideful towards how I feel. That's a wicked thing. That's a very wicked thing to be prideful in your ignorance. You can jump back to Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 8.
Uh-huh.
Because of unrighteousness, unrighteous dealings, iniquities, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
And that's what done happened.
Yeah.
It done went from one people to another. And it's constantly jumping from one people to another, from one people to another, until the righteousness gets back into the hands of Yasharallah, and they start keeping these law, statute, commandments to where we can get the kingdom back. Everything can get put back right. Keep going.
Verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud?
Why is earth and what?
Ashes proud.
The Most High just called you ashes. Think about that. The Most High just says you literally are walking charcoal. You're ashes. How can ash be proud? Keep going, man.
There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man.
Uh-huh.
For such an one setteth in his own soul, setteth his own soul to sale.
Are you wondering about how can you sell your soul? Keep going.
Because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels.
You cast away your bowels. What? Come on, man. This can't get more explicit than this. Keep going.
The physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die.
Yep.
For when a man is dead, he shall inherit creeping things, beasts, and worms.
Say that again.
For when a man is dead, he inherited creeping things, beasts, and worms.
Pause right there. Let's get Job. That's just wild, man, to say that, man. When you die, guess what your inheritance is? Creepy things and worms. That's wild, man. The Most High ain't no joke, man. What is it, 17 and 14? That's why we got to keep these laws, man.
This is the book of Job, chapters 17 and 14. I have said to corruption.
To what?
I have said to corruption.
To corruption. What?
Thou art my father.
Uh-huh.
to the worm, thou art my mother and my sister.
Ooh, now why would you call the worm? Now this is Job talking now. You gotta understand why he's saying this. He understand that his death can end this way. Keep going.
And where is now my hope? As for my hope, who shall see it? They shall go down to the bars of the pit, when our rest together is in the dust.
And that's it. When you die, this is how he's saying that is your father, corruption, and your mother is the worm. Don't let that be the end all tell all for Yasharal. Back to Sirach.
Sirach 10 verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from Yahweh.
When what?
From one that departed from Yahweh.
The Most High said, man and woman, not man and woman. So already you departed from what the Most High done set up. That is your pride. You got your pride month. Be happy with your proud month. Keep going.
For the beginning of pride is when one departed from Yahweh, and his heart is turned away from his maker.
Yep.
For pride is the beginning of sin.
Yep.
And he that had it shall pour out abominations, and therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. The Lord had cast down the thrones of the proud princes and set upon the meek in their stead.
And that's the one thing this is the thing that we're waiting for. We're waiting for the Most High to cast down the thrones of the proud princesses, because they're proud that walk around in this nation. They walk around like they boo-boo don't stink. Keep going.
For the Lord overthrew countries of the heathen.
You skip verse 15.
I'm sorry. For the Lord had plucked up the roots of the proud nations and planted the lowly in their place. For the Lord overthrew countries of the heathen and destroyed them at the foundations of the earth. He took some of them away and destroyed them, and he had made their memorial to cease from the earth.
A memorial to cease from the earth. And we see this in one of them places, as you know, is Sodom and Gomorrah. If you ever go to Israel, best believe them ashes are still standing. Hence, ash walking around. Keep going.
Pride was not made for men, nor furious for them that are born of a woman. They that fear the Lord are a sure seed, and they that love him an honorable plant. They that regard not the law are dishonorable seed.
Is what?
Are a dishonorable seed.
No, the top part. They that regard not the law.
They that regard not the law are a dishonorable seed. They that transgress the commandments are a deceivable seed.
So we talk about these different seeds that's out here. These are the seeds that's overthrown and the Most High is going to bring down. Keep going.
Among brethren, he that is chief is honorable.
Yep.
So are they that fear the Lord in his eyes.
Keep going.
The fear of the Lord goeth before the obtaining of authority.
The fear of the Lord goeth before the obtaining of authority. This is how we're going to obtain the authority, fearing of the Most High. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom. Keep going.
But roughness and pride is the losing thereof.
And if you want to deal with the other aspect of it, you're going to lose all that. Keep going.
Whether he be rich, noble, or poor, the glory is the fear of the Most High.
The what?
The fear of the Most High.
And pause right there. Jeremiah. Verse 9 and 23.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 9, verse 23.
Yeah, 23.
Thus saith the Lord,
Uh-huh.
Let not thou wise man glory in his wisdom.
Let not the wise man glory in his wisdom. Keep going.
Neither let the mighty glory in his might.
And that's the same thing we was just talking about in Sirach. Keep going.
Let not the rich man glory in his riches.
Mm-hmm.
But let him that gloried in this, that he understand and know it me.
That he do what?
That he understandeth and know it me.
That's what we should be glorying in. In that we can say we know the Most High. And how do you know the Most High? If you do what?
but I am the Lord.
Pause. Wait, I'm
Oh,
asking a question.
Oh, my bad, sorry.
How do we say we know the Most High? You know what I want? What do I want, Barzal? Hold it right there.
Oh,
Put your pen there. Put your pen there so you come back to it. Well, it's too late. You moved your hand?
No, it's still.
All right. 1 John.
Yeah, I do want to tell one.
Yep, go to that one. I'm going to read on Sirach at 10 and 22. Whether he be rich, noble, or poor, their glory is the fear of the Most High. So in all these different aspects, you could be rich, or noble, or poor. Your glory should be the fear of the Most High. And read that, and it just said all these people try to glory in these things, don't. Your glory should be in saying that you understand and you know the Most High. Now read that for me.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 4.
Uh-huh.
He that said, I know him,
If you say you know the Most High, is what? Keep going.
and keep it not his commandments,
And you don't want to keep the commandments of the Most High.
is a liar,
Yep.
and the truth is not in him.
Yep.
But whosoever keepeth his word, in him verily is love of the Most High perfected.
And that's how you say, God is love. Yeah, you got to keep the commandments, and then you can perfect it. Read that part. That's verse 5.
Verse 5.
Huh.
But whoso keepeth his word,
Whosoever keep his word, meaning keep the commandments,
in him verily is love of the Most High perfected.
the love of the Most High is perfected. So the people that say you can't be perfect, this is another aspect saying if you keep the commandments, you can be perfect. This is just another tidbit right there. Jump back to Jeremiah so we can get back to Sirach.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter, what's that, 8?
9.
Yeah.
Should be on 24.
9 and 24.
Come.
But let him that gloried in this, let him that gloried glory in this,
Yep.
for he understandeth and knoweth me.
Mm-hmm.
For I am the Lord, which exercise loving kindness, judgment,
He exercised loving kindness. He exercised judgment and what else?
and righteousness in the earth.
Yep.
For in these things I delight, saith the Most High.
The Most High delight in doing these things. But guess what you got to do? Glorify in him to get those things. Let's jump back to Sirach.
It's the book of Sirach,
23.
chapter 10, verse 23.
Okay.
It is not meet to despise the poor man, that had understanding, neither is it convenient to magnify a sinful man.
Yep.
Great men and judges and potentates shall be honored, yet is there none of them greater than he that feared the Most High. Unto the servant that is wise shall they that are free do service. And he that had knowledge will not grudge when he is reformed.
He that have knowledge would not grudge when he is reformed. If you have knowledge and the Most High correct you, you're not going to grudge that you are being corrected, especially if you get corrected by your brother. Keep going.
Be not overwise in doing thy business.
Be not overwise in doing thy business. Don't act like you know it all when you're doing something. Keep going.
And boast not thyself in the time of thy distress.
You about to get put in a worse state, but you're boasting that, oh, it's okay. I got it. Nothing wrong. It's all good. Keep going.
Better is he that laboreth and abounded in all things than he that boasted himself and wanted bread.
Con, you a poor man, but yet you out like you good to go. All right, keep going.
My son, glory thy soul in meekness.
Glorify.
Glorify thy soul in meekness,
Uh-huh.
and give it honor according to the diligent, to do the dignity thereof.
Uh-huh.
Who will justify him by sinning against his own soul?
Who will justify him? That's a question. Keep going.
And who will honor him by dishonoring his own life?
You dishonoring yourself. Why would somebody glorify you? Keep going.
The poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches. He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? And he that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty?
And that's a question. That's the and we're gonna leave off on that. Read that last verse again.
Verse 31.
Mm-hmm.
He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches?
He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? You are an honored person, and you don't have that much. So when you get your riches, how much more will you be honored? Now keep going.
And he that is dishonorable in riches,
That he that is dishonorable in your riches, meaning you was a wicked person with your riches. Keep going.
how much more in poverty?
How much more dishonorable you going to be when you're in poverty? Think about that. Think about that. That's how we're going to stop it right there. I was going to dive into 11 the first couple of sections, but we're going to hold it right there. We're going to pause it right there. What we got online, Nicole? What happened? Oh, Khan. First John. Wait. Scroll down real quick. Khan. Yasharala. 1 John 2 and 3. Khan. Yep, they hijacked the Most High's rainbow. Khan on that. Scroll up to the top for me. Let's run through this real quick. Let's see what we got. Hey, as we reading through some of these. Oh, you had a precept. Let's pull that precept real quick. First Ezra 4:22. Let's read through that precept.
This is the book of 1 Ezra chapter 4 verse 22.
Uh-huh.
By this also you must know that women have dominion over you.
wait. Let me get there. First Ezra 4:22.
Page 4.
Oh, damn, one more. Go ahead.
This book of 1 Ezra chapter 4 verse 22. By this also you must know that women have dominion over you. Do not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman.
Uh-huh.
Yea, a man taking his sword and going his way to rob and steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers, and looking upon a lion and goeth in the darkness. And when he has stolen and spoiled and robbed, he bring it to his love. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother.
Yep. Wait a minute. I think that if I'm not mistaken, yes. Hey, and I need everybody to do this. I might start the class off with this tomorrow because this is a king, and I guess he was at a dinner, I believe, and three men asked him something. Which is better in a sense? One man said this, another man said this, the other said the woman. And everybody looked like, the woman? What the hell? Why would you say? And that's when he broke that down. Yeah, because a man will go through all hell and high water, you said, for a woman. But certain men would do that because they love her. I love you. I'm going to go do all kind of stuff for you. He's going to go hell and high water for this woman. But guess what? You can't do that for every woman. Because every woman, you can't give every woman that. Because some women will look at that like, oh, he weak. Some women look at that, oh, I got him wrapped around my finger. That's why he doing all that. You're not sunshine, baby. You're not sunshine. Scroll up for me, Op. The other way, Op. Oh, that's the top right there? Con. Wait, go from the top. Let me see what he said. Con, the water, Op. What's that? Don Yasharala. The water for tuning in to the class, Op. I appreciate that. We here as servants, humble servants, as Yakinan would say, trying to put the work in for the Most High, and have hopefully the righteous angels give us a good understanding to bring it out for the people. That's all we here to do, out to serve. William McLeod, hopefully we got the sound good for you. Yahweh, hopefully the sound is good now. The sound is good on Tazalak. The water. And that was a powerful precept. And again, we might read that story. I might stop Sirach just to read that story again, man, because that's a powerful little message in Ezra. Yahweh Khan. Shalom for everybody that's tuning in and logging in. Shalom, sis. That's your alma, right? Khan, shalom, sis, for tuning in to the class. Khan. Mono slot with wide eyes and open mouth. I wonder what I was saying when they typed that. Huh? Oh, Khan. Yep. Okay, Khan. They will do that. They will do that. Khan. All women have the power of Eve. Don't forget. Now, with you saying that, what can I say to that? That's tough, ain't it? And no, but this is the trip that part with her saying that all women have the power of Eve. And you know what the man gonna say? Most High, was this woman you gave me. That's why I did what I did. It was her fault. It was her fault. But we shouldn't want to be like Eve. We should want to try to be, y'all should want to try to be better in a sense. Like all our forefathers before us, they gave us an example to live by. But we should want to strive to be better than them. We shouldn't say, oh, we got that, so that's cool. And then, no, we should always strive to be better in anything we do. Yeah, and he that is hated of Yah shall fall in therein. Beautiful precept. What about Matthew where Christ said, forgive thy brother? 70 times 7. That's why we can't hate our brother. That's why we cannot hate our brother. You should forgive your brother 70 times 7. But eventually, I'm going to try to get away from you. So you can't keep doing me like that. As they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But, yeah. How many times, Christ? 70 times 7. That's a lot. That means you keep forgiving them. That's why we brought that scripture out. We cannot hate our brother in our heart. Don't just automatically try to dismiss them like that. But we that's why we got counsel. That's why we go through these things and try to come to the understanding of why we do this. Shalom, B Spice. Shalom. I'm going to pause for a minute to see if anybody got any questions. I know Yahweh are going to hit me with something. Yep. But again, throw water to that brother. I hope the brother come to the Feast of Dedication. I'm trying to get him down here one day. That's my objective, to get Yahweh to come to a high holy day and dwell with us. Most High willing, like I said, we got to go to Jacksonville and try to bring that word out. But, boy, we got to fast for about a month or two. Because up there,
all the camps together.
We going to need to be up there in power. Because, man, that's, ooh-wee. Yeah, we're about that life. Because after seeing the angels move and operate, hey, man, we might have to go at them showing you how bullets can curve around people, like in that movie. Exactly. How they were shooting fireworks at us and the fireworks was going around. Pew, pew. Hey, but to see a bullet curve, ooh, sugar apples. But y'all can't go down there fearful then. We cannot be fearful if we go to Jacksonville and try to bring that word out. But again, if they let the Edomite walk through there, but that's how they do though. They'll let the Edomite walk through it, no problem. As soon as their brother come out and try to say, bro, we love you. That's why we out here. Can we stop shooting and killing each other? Can we give it 5 months where no killings go down? We ain't asking for much. Give us 5 months, 7 months for perfection. How about that? Give us 7 months where nobody is shooting and killing and robbing and hurting each other. And let's see what happens to this community. But the people, do you think Jehoshaphat burned his daughter in Judges? Hey, man. In Judges. I'm trying to see where would that one be at. That's chapter 11. Because when he said burn, automatically that thing came to mind where the dude cut the girl in pieces. And that was a trip that part to read that. Huh? Hey, man, some wild stuff happened in these scriptures, man.
What's the one where his daughter, first thing he saw?
Where at? It's verse 30.
Yeah. He fought the vow. You won. Yeah.
Oh, and he rent his clothes and said, "Alas, my daughter, thou hast brought me very low." And read verse 35.
This is the book of Judges, chapter 11, verse 35. And it came to pass, when he saw her, that he rent his clothes and said, Alas, my daughter, thou hast brought me very low. Thou art one of them that trouble me, for I have opened my mouth unto the Most High, and cannot
Pause right there. Thou art one of them that trouble me. We gotta understand what that phrase means right there, but keep going.
Verse 36. And she said unto him, My father, if thou hast opened thy mouth unto the Most High, do to me according to that which had proceeded out of thy mouth. For as much as the Lord had taken vengeance for thee and thine enemies, even of the children of Ammon. And she said unto her father, Let this thing be done for me. Let me alone 2 months. Let me alone 2 months, for I may go up and down to the mountains. I may go up and go down to the mountains. I may
Bewail my virginity.
Bewail my virginity and my fellows.
I and my fellows.
I and my fellows.
Uh-huh.
And he said, Go. And he sent her away for 2 months. And she went with her companions and bewailed her virginity upon the mountains. And it came to pass at the end of 2 months that she returned unto her father, and who did her according to his vow which he had vowed. And she knew no man, and it was a custom in Israel, that the daughters of Israel went yearly to lament the daughter of Japhet in Gilead 4 days in a year.
Well, you asked the question. Khan, he wanted to start there, Khan. I don't think he actually burnt his daughter. He just made a vow for his daughter that she wouldn't have any children, I think.
This book of Judges, chapter 11, verse 31. When it shall be that whosoever cometh out of the doors of my house to meet me, when I return in peace from the children of Ammon, shall surely be the Lord's, and I will offer it up for a burnt offering. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. But let me see something here. 1 Samuel's 2 and 18. Let me see what that's talking about. God darn it. But that's what it seemed like. I have to get some more information on that. Because mind you, I 228. I think that's what he did. Because I know about another story where dude cut his people up. Even though it wasn't her fault. When she came back to the house, he cut her up into 12 pieces. Hey, that shows you don't be opening your mouth saying nothing wild to the Most High, man. But he got the victory. And the brother said he think her bowels are shut up, so she couldn't have children. According to his vow, which he had vowed, and she knew no man, and it was a custom in Israel. 1 and 22. Let's see. Let me see something. First Samuel is 1 and 22. And what the NLT say? God damn it.
It says, I will give to the Lord whatever comes out of my house to meet me when I return in triumph. I will sacrifice it as a burnt offering.
Yeah, because people do crazy stuff like that.
Romans 15 and 4.
Well, give propitiation and I asked him if I said him. Now, mind, because normally they were supposed to give the child up to the Most High, right? Letting it deal with the prophet or the priest. But it seemed like in this situation, dude said, "No, I'm gonna sacrifice it. I'm gonna burn it with fire." So we can't get around that. But again, I'm get some more information on it. Dive into a little bit more to really see what happened in this situation. From the top of my head, do I know? No, I don't. But to dive into this story and see what happened in this aspect of dealing with what happened to Ammonites in Gilead, and in the valley. So yeah, because we read verse 12, chapter 12, we got to see what happened here and see what happened with Israel. But Yahweh, we'll get back with you on that one. What they said? Hey, are the seeds of Satan Columbus? What does that mean? Terrell Elliott. What? Well, he put you in timeout.
I got a precept for what it's talking about in that story.
What you got?
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 30, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
If a man vow unto the Most High,
Yeah.
or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceeded out of his mouth.
Mm-hmm. And that's why he rent his clothes when he saw him. Daughter, why you? Me and my big mouth. Hey, Israel need to sometimes be quiet. Like I said, I'm going to try to dive more into it, Yahweh, to see what more I can come up with that. So hopefully we can answer that from the very beginning, and then we can dive into Ezra, what the other brother brought out. So we can dive into that there and see what's going on. Because I like that story. So I want to bring that out, the first part of the class. I think that's what the class will be about, too. Just diving in them scriptures right there in the first 3 chapters. Is it 4? What he said? Scroll up for me. It was the first 2 or first 3 chapters. Let's say Ezra 4. So I think it's the first. I think it's not in the first, but it started in the 2nd chapter, I think. No, not Judges. Scroll up. That way. Ezra, in the book of Ezra. 22. So I think it's not chapter 1, but chapter 2, 3, and 4. Because that was towards the end when he said that, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. But with that, I'm going to say, Wapanya Hakwadam, rise and face the east. Wapanya Hakwadam. Wapanya Hakwadam. I know you want to get that Amanya out of there. I know you. We're going to read and repeat. You got to read. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Who's the power? Who's the power? Bahashem. Bahashem. Come. All praises be to the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, for truly his mercy endureth forever. Most High, please forgive us of our sins that we committed knowingly or unknowingly. Most High, please send down your righteous angels to encamp upon all those that are here and also online, that they may go through the rest of their week untouched by Hashatan. May we bring out the wisdom and knowledge and the truth to those that we come across as well in our daily walk. Most High, please send the righteous and healing angels down among Yasharallah, the repentant and the unrepentant, that they may be healed from all their infirmities, and that they may come back into the fold and start keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Please receive our prayer and our supplication as we read Psalms 67.
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 67.
Come.
Yahweh be merciful unto us.
Yahweh be merciful unto us.
And bless us.
And bless us.
And cause his face to shine upon us.
And cause his face to shine upon us.
Salah.
Salah.
That thy way may be known upon earth.
That thy way may be known upon earth.
Thy saving health among all nations.
Thy saving health among all nations.
Let the people praise thee, O Yahweh.
Let the people praise thee, O Yahweh.
Let all the people praise thee.
Let all the people praise thee.
O let the nations be glad.
O let the nations be glad.
And sing for joy.
And sing for joy.
For thou shalt judge the people righteously.
For thou shalt judge the people righteously.
And govern the nations upon earth.
And govern the nations upon earth.
Salah.
Salah.
Let the people praise thee.
Let the people praise thee.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let all the people praise thee.
Let all the people praise thee.
Then shall the earth.
Then shall the earth
yield her increase.
Yield her increase.
And Yahweh.
And Yahweh.
Even our own power.
Even our own power.
Shall bless us.
Shall bless us.
Yahweh shall bless us.
Yahweh shall bless us.
And all the ends of the earth shall fear him.
And all the ends of the earth shall fear him.
Bahashem.
Bahashem.
Hamashiach.
Hamashiach.
Yahweh shai.
Yahweh shai.
The water.
The water.
Damyad.
Damyad.
Amen.
Get the Most High hand. Again, as the announcements were said, make sure you try to get here. The water, Yasharallah, chapter 3, Khan. We want to dive into that next week, so we're going to bring that story out. But the Feast of Dedication here at the Light of Zion, we're celebrating it starting November 28th, which is a Sunday. We will be again, our place of where we're holding our Feast of Dedication will be at the I was about to say the amphitheater, but what it's called? This what? The Village Civic Center, 6800 Sunset Strip in Sunrise, Florida, zip code 33313. It's $20 to get in per person, or $50 for a family. Again, try to tune into all, subscribe to all the YouTube channels we have out now. The Dade County page, Lee County, Treasure Coast, even Highlands County and Augusta, Georgia. Tune into them channels, tune into the camp videos, the breakdowns, and all the different things that we got going on. There's no, as they say, it costs nothing to like, subscribe, and share this, the information, so we can